Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So tonight I want to do a swipe. But what I'm going to do is what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to do like when I did a tree swipe the other week. I actually want to do one that is reeds. So I'd like to have like reeds coming up. So this is the test run. So we'll see how this ends up turning out. But that is my plan. So I have my colours all mixed up, and I hope I've got enough paint. I couldn't quite work out how much I was going to need to do this. So we'll just go with it and hope it all turns out well. So I'm just looking for my corner catcher. I have put that aside too. Nope. I don't know where I've put it. Oh well. Doesn't matter. It's not hugely important. It was just something I was going to use. I'll just hopefully have enough paint so it won't actually need the corner catcher. So, I have Eraldo di Paulo paints this time. And this one is Deep Sea. And I also have Eraldo di Paulo, what one's this? Green Light. So it's called Green Light, or Light Green really. Then I have white Eraldo di Paulo and black Eraldo di Paulo as my swipe colour. So what I have done is I have mixed, these two are 45 grams paint, 45 grams of my glue and water mixture, which is Elmer's clear glue 70%, water 30%. And then I added 20 grams of floetrol. So I wanted to have floetrol as well as glue, so hopefully I get some lacing. This was approximately a half mixture of the white. I didn't want to have as much white. And the black is the same, but I added a little bit more floetrol. But it is still quite thick, so I may have to add a little bit more. Sometimes the black thickens up quite a bit when it sits. So these paints have been here about an hour. So this is the plan. I don't have any silicone or anything in it. I'm hoping I just get effects from the floetrol. So this is what I have, and this is what I'm going to do. I still can't see the corner catcher, so we're just going to skip that part and just hopefully have enough paint. So I am going to go the light green first. So it's just a matter of putting it down, trying to cover a reasonable amount of the canvas. I should have enough paint just by looking at what I have here. I didn't want to have excess paint. I think I was more worried about whether I'd have enough to tilt over the sides or not, so I'm just going to be a little bit more careful with my tilting. Then we will go some white, which, because there's less white, I'm just going to wiggle it through. I'm going to try not to leave too much left in the cups because I want as much on the canvas as possible. Then I have my Deep Sea, which I love this green. It's one of my favourite greens. So I'm hoping I get some pretty cool effects with using the glue and the floetrol together. I didn't want to just go straight floetrol, so I thought if I did the glue mixture and added floetrol, hopefully I'll still get lacing at the same time, using the glue mixture that I tend to like using when I do swipes. So I am just putting my gloves on. I always seem to tear this one hand. Don't know why that happens, but it does. So I'm just going to go a little bit easy with the tilting at first and try and cover most of the surface before I start going over the edges. So the main reason I wanted it to be green is because I'm hoping that the reeds end up taking on that greenish look like you would get if you were to do, if you had reeds growing like a plant colour. So as you can see, I'm being a little bit more careful with going over the edges. Okay, now I'm just going to double check that I've got my corners covered. Corners and edges. So I can see the effects of the floetrol already coming up in parts of this. So the way that you can tell is you start getting kind of a little bit of like bubbling with the two colours combining. So they're not proper cells, but they kind of look a little bit like miniature cells coming up over here. Alright, I'm going to take the gloves off. I don't need them now. Dump that in one of those. There we go. Out of the way. Excellent. So I have my swiping bit of plastic. I think this is a piece of acetone, if that's what you actually call it. I'm actually not too sure what they're called. I just saw a piece of plastic at the craft shop and I thought that would actually be really good for swiping. So I just brought it. So I'm going to swipe from the middle. So I'm just going to pour this across. I hope I'm not putting too much on. I can't actually, I'm not 100% sure. So let it sit down on it and swipe it across. Then wipe the excess off onto the paper towel, which I didn't do a very good job of that. Wow, look at those. Now over here. Oh, that little bit missed. Move that cup because that cup's going to block me from getting to this edge, which I didn't wipe my swipe card before I did it. Naughty me. Okay. What am I going to do? I think I may just fold that like that, and hopefully that's going to be enough. I do have to turn this around, so I'm going to get paint on me. Beautiful lacing and cells have appeared. Okay, so now we go this way. Put that down and drag that across. there's not enough paper towel there. Alright. Fold that up, and it's not big enough either. Just going to place that there. There we go. Pardon me. Always get a frog in my throat when I start recording. Probably because I sit at home not talking for ages, and then suddenly I start talking on the video. And alrighty. Last bit. Place it down. Drag it across. Excellent. So, I know it looks quite black at the moment, but that's fine. I am hoping to get more of the green colour come up when I do the swiping of the reeds. So I'll put that out of the way. Now, I do want to actually swipe this side more than that side, because that one piece there was what I messed up. So I want to actually get to that bit. So I'm going to turn it back around this way. I'm actually quite liking how it's the floetrol and the glue, the cells that it's giving me. Prefer it over, so sometimes when I use silicone I find I get too many unusual cells, and this is actually giving me nice looking cells, so I like this. I may actually have to do more swipes with this type of mixture. So I'm still recording, sweet. Alrighty. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do these reeds, so I'm just going to do my best and see if it works. I am going to destroy a lot of the cells, aren't I? Oh well, can't do too much about that. So it's just a matter of swiping some reeds. Well, this is my interpretation of reeds, really. Just got to be careful. I'm starting to get quite low there on the paint, and I don't want to take too much off where it's going to start showing the canvas underneath. So don't always go too heavy. I want to get rid of this, so I'm going to swipe here. So I've got thicker card and I do have some thinner ones, so I'm probably going to go back and do some of the thin ones. Okay, I think that's enough of the thick ones. I think I want more thin ones now. Don't know if they'll actually look much thinner, but that is the plan. So you just kind of swipe where you feel that you want to. It's not... It really is more what you feel you like. I'm going to go a little bit higher with that one. And maybe if I do it a little bit slower, I may have a bit more control. I think sometimes I kind of go a little bit quick at it. And I shouldn't do that. Once I do a swipe, I should come around the canvas, not back over the top of it. So I jump from bit to bit because my brain is still thinking how I want to. So the only thing is with this one here, now that I've done this one in front, I can't continue on the one at the back. Otherwise, so this is giving the effect of this one is sitting in front of that one. So if you start doing another one in like a small one in front of it, then you can't go back to do the back one. Otherwise, I'll end up looking like the plants aren't. It won't. I don't think it will look correct. Just gonna do a little one here. And if you ever feel that you have done one and you didn't do it strong enough, don't do it back straight away, wipe the card. You need to make sure you always wipe the card every time. This just needs a couple of little edge pieces, I think. There, that's better. So I know it's upside down for you guys, so I'm just trying to look at the shape of these reeds and see if they are the shape that I was thinking about. I think they are. It's hard. You don't want to overwork it at the same time. You want to kind of do something that makes it look like it's naturally there. I may not do too much more. Because I am worried I'm going to overwork this if I do too much more. Just look at each reed or each plant that you're doing and just see, is that the right shape that I was going for? Just going to do a couple of little crisscrosses over here. Just break up that bit where I swiped a lot. Same with that one, I think, there. One more little tiny reed. Okay, it's a little bit more pineapple top than I had planned. I'd probably planned to do more vertical and not so much the sideways ones. I wanted more vertical reeds. But sometimes once you start, you just keep going, and then you go, what am I doing? And it's like, but I like it. The thing is trying to do stuff that is slightly different to the normal. And this does look good. I actually wouldn't mind doing this again and maybe try and do a seaweed shape. So I may use blues and greens, so oceany colours, and try to do seaweed shapes to it instead of just reeds, because I love the effects that I have got with this floetrol and glue mixture with the paint. Really, really cool. So I'm going to leave this as it is. I will do one quick thing. I don't know if it's going to be beneficial or worse, but it does have, whatever you call it, it does have air bubbles. So I want to give it a quick little torch. I maybe should have done that before I started swiping. I just want to get these air bubbles out. It did put a few little specks in there, which I don't mind. So they're not really cells, they're more air bubbles that pop and show the colour underneath. Alrighty, I'm going to bring you guys down for a close-up. Alright, there we go. So we've got these reeds coming up through here, there, over here and there. I think it's looking pretty good. The only one that doesn't look hugely natural is that one. I may do a couple of more swipes on that. No, I don't know. I don't sometimes want to mess with things too much more. But this was a good test run to see how this works and what I actually would like to achieve again in the future. So practice and do different stuff if that's what you think. So this is a variation of the tree swipe that Jessica Nesbitt Gibson, I think it is, that did it, which got really popular and a lot of people liked it, and I loved mine. It's actually been my most popular videos, had like 800 views or something like that, which is astronomical for me. I'm so thrilled, and I thought this would be a nice variation of it. So I'm going to try this again using different plants. So I'm a horticulturalist, so I love plants, so this actually gives me opportunity to incorporate both plants and art together, seeing I can't actually draw things that look like things. But this is pretty cool. Let's come down and have a look at this lacing bar, or the cells that came up. So a few of them, they've been swiped through, but that's fine. Adds to the effect. But look how cool they were. This is from using the glue and the floetrol mixture. And I think these reeds are looking pretty cool. Here's more of the cells. They've turned out really, really well. There's a, can we focus? Yep, there we go. There's a reed. Another one with a little one in front of it. So, I hope you guys like it. It's not absolutely perfect, but I think it's pretty cool, and it is a good way of testing to see how things work. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Practice yourself, try it out, and let me know what you think. So like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not already. That would be wonderful. So enjoy your night, everybody, and I'll see you soon for another pour. All right, bye.